What is going on, guys? Goose here, man. Before I get started, make sure if you haven't done so, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, remember to click all notifications, and also give the video a thumbs up if you please. Really appreciate all the support I get on this channel. Okay, now we're gonna go over some of these wide receivers, this talented wide receiver class that we have in the NFL draft coming up. And first one we're gonna go over is CeeDee Lamb. Of course, this is by far the #1 receiver in the draft. Most mock drafts have him taken as a number one. They have him first as receivers taken in the draft, and rightfully so. This guy's had over 1,000 yards receiving the last 2 years. He had 62 catches last season, 1,327 yards, and 14 touchdown receptions. Yeah, so CeeDee Lamb, outstanding football player. The last year he had last year he had Kyler Murray as his quarterback, and this year he had Jalen Hurts, and he's had 1,000-yard receiving in the last two years. So CeeDee Lamb he's the best receiver in the NFL draft. I don't think there's any debate to that. Where's he going to go? Is he going to go to the Raiders? Will the Raiders pick him first? Because the Raiders are on the board, and they need. I think the Raiders need a receiver to pair with Mariota. So I wouldn't be surprised to see if CeeDee Lamb goes over to the Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders. Our next one we got over is Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy, and also another guy that's had over 1,000 yards receiving the last 2 years. He had 77 receptions, 1,163 yards, and 10 touchdown passes last season. So Jerry Jeudy, this is everybody has him too, as CeeDee Lamb and Jerry Jeudy are 1 and 2 wide receivers coming out in this next draft. So where's Jerry Jeudy? Where'd Jerry Jeudy go? Jerry Jeudy. There's some other teams in the mid round in the first round that need a receiver. Frisco needs a receiver. Vikings need a receiver. So who's gonna go up and get Jerry Jeudy? Because I think Jerry Jeudy has all the tools to be another solid receiver in the NFL. All right, let's see. Next guy we're gonna go on the list is Justin Jefferson. Jefferson flourished last season in Joe Brady's offense at LSU. He had 111 receptions, 1,548 yards, and 18 touchdown passes. He's showing you right there 4. Yes, he had 4 touchdown receptions in the first half against Oklahoma in the Peach Bowl in the national semifinal game as LSU went on to win the national championship. As Justin Jefferson really flourished last season. I mean, he came on and had 111 catches, in 15 games. And over 1,500 yards receiving as LSU. LSU had an outstanding offense last season, so I think Justin Jefferson has he has all the tools also to be a solid receiver. It depends upon where he goes. I think he'll go mid to late first round. Interesting to see where he goes. Does he go to Philadelphia? Does he go to the Saints? Interesting to see where Justin Jefferson ends up. All right, next guy on the list is T. Higgins. Now, T. Higgins he's had 59 catches in each of the last 2 seasons. He had 936 yards in 2018, 12 touchdowns. Last season, he had 1,167 yards and 13 touchdowns. Yeah, so T. Higgins, he's flourished these last 2 seasons as Trevor Lawrence as his quarterback. As Clemson, they've been to the national title game the past 2 years. They won 1, lost 1. As T. Higgins, I think T. Higgins also has a lot of tools to be a very good receiver in this NFL. Look, if you look at the NFL, look at the receivers coming out this season. It's loaded. It's loaded. You can probably get some guys in the second round with this receiving core and really get a good pick. So, all right, we got. There we go. Next guy on the list, last guy is Henry Ruggs. Henry Ruggs has had over 40 catches the last two seasons. 2018, he had 46 catches, 741 yards, 11 touchdowns. Last season, he had 40 catches, 746, and 7 touchdown reception. Henry Ruggs. A lot of guys, a lot of mocks have him, as the fifth best receiver coming out in this NFL draft. This is another guy that's very talented, very talented player. And he another guy, all the tools to have a very good NFL career as like these five guys: CeeDee Lamb, Jerry Jeudy, Justin Jefferson, Henry Ruggs, T Higgins. You know, by all accounts, you know, if you look at the who they rank as the top five wide receivers coming out in the draft, and these are the five guys. Now, I'm not saying that the other guys behind them aren't bad picks because they're not. Like I said, there's some guys that could be picked in the second, third round that you're gonna get some good picks. Um, this receiving this receiving class is really good. A lot of I mean, like I said, all five of these guys are juniors. All five of these guys are juniors. You know, they could have went back to their schools next season and had another outstanding career, but they decided to come out in the draft, and like I said, these five guys can probably go in the first round. So have a great one, guys, and like I said, if you haven't done so, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, click all notifications, give the video a thumbs up, and I'll chat with you next time.